What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do you guys Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content. If that is what you're into, please do hit that subscribe button and give me a little thumbs up. It lets me know that you care. And if you are interested in junk journal videos, I do pretty much post a new video every single day. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hi, Beverly. Beverly just joined my design team. I'm really excited. If you guys are interested in being a part of my design team and creating one junk journal every month with free printables from my shop, please give me a contact on my Facebook page. It is listed below. Add me as a friend and send me a message. You guys, hi Patricia. You guys, I designed a new set of labels today, literally right before I went live. There are 2 pages. Here's page 1. I've been wanting to play with these labels with random numbers and vintage type on them, the little number and then the number. That whole spiel. I've been wanting to play with something like that, so I went ahead and designed my own set. It is 2 pages, and they print almost 50 labels each. Not each, 50 labels in the set. So I designed these today, and I printed them out. I've already have them cut out here with my scanning cut, because I love my scanning cut so much. So I already have them cut out, but of course, this is not enough for me, so I need to cut out way more than that just to satisfy my hoarding tendencies. So I have printed them out several times. I also have them printed out small, 2 pages on 1. Same, 2 pages on 1. I have several of the 2 pages on 1. So I'm excited to work with this set. I also have some jars to work with here that I have cut out, as well as some of these words. And then these price labels that are also from my shop. I've run out of them in this small size, so I have printed some more out because I love them so much. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing today. Just going to be kind of fangirling over these labels because these are so cute. And I'm excited to have new things to make collages with, right? Hi, Miss Gigi. How are you, girl? So let's get started. Now, my machine is really old. So once your machine, not that this actually has to do with the machine. I'm actually talking about, I want to talk about the mat. My mat is not old, but pretty much as soon as you get it, the stickiness runs out, and you can look up various methods on how to re-stick your mat, how to make it sticky again. However, I have found that for my needs, I pretty much only cut cardstock, so I don't need to go through all that. I did in the past, but now I just tape it in the corners, and it works just as well. I also have my printer on in the background, so you might hear that going. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just tape it on the corners. I literally only cut out cardstock. I don't cut out scrapbook paper or printer paper. I only do cardstock. It's just what I like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and scan, direct cut. Whatever that means. It doesn't have like a label, but it's gonna scan now. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm excited to make stuff with these. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make stuff with these, but then I kept printing, and then I realized I'm missing some things for other projects, and I kept printing. And it's like I need to cut them out too. So I use a pencil. You could use a stylus if you wanted to. But I'm just using a pencil here. Right there. And I like to keep my blade setting at 3.5. 3.5, that's my favorite. setting for the type of cardstock that I buy, and I buy regular cardstock. I don't buy any type of fancy cardstock. Hi, Monique. New kit. Yes, these are a new set from my shop. Let me get you the link. They are new. And I didn't get the. Oh, wait. Here is the new one I'm working with. Here is the link. It's 2 pages. I'm going to have more sets coming up. But for now, I got this one. I'm definitely going to design more. Because I want some that are pink. I realized I didn't put any pink color on there. Whoops. I'll have to change that. Okay, so this is new. Sometimes you can update your scanning cut, and it'll give you new features. Like from when I first got my scanning cut, it never used to tell me here 3 minutes, and now I can choose which parts of this. If I don't want to cut certain parts, I can delete those. That's new. So like some of my original scanning cut videos, they don't talk about that. But this is the CM350, if anybody needs to know. It isn't the newest or anything like that. It's just a good old CM350 here. And I pretty much design my files to be cut with the scanning cut. So I make sure I put like a border on everything so my scanning cut doesn't get confused. Because although this is not hard to cut out by hand, I just don't want to do it. There's some of these that are round, and I just don't want to cut those out. Rounded corners, and then some of them are like circles. So that's why I'd rather have my scanning cut do it for me. Monique, is that one of the newer ones? It sounds like one of the newer ones. You should try it out. Watch some videos. It's actually really easy. Well, for what I use it for. I'm sure there's more complex things like it does foiling. I don't know how to do any of that. I really just stick to this. Sometimes I will set the side. Sometimes I'll set the shapes when I'm doing like my glitter paper. There's certain shapes that this machine can do that I don't have like die cuts of. So, you think it's an old one? Oh, CM100. I think they start with like DMX or something like that. DMC, DMX, something like that. Well, if all you have to do is scan and cut, girl, this is that machine will do you. Hi, Letitia. Go ahead and update it, Monique. Look up how to update it. And I don't know what it'll be capable of doing compared to this newer one. But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. So now let me get all these labels off of here. These labels are so cute. I love this one here. It says mince pie. Mince pies. It's like adorable. Need more of these labels. I'm not gonna get enough. These are gonna fly by when I make embellishments out of them. I'm so excited. Okay. Of course, I divide everything up into plastic bags, into sandwich bags. These are what I live for. Plastic Ziploc bags. People keep asking me for classes for it. You should teach them for me. I teach Cricut, no problem, but no clue about scan and cut. Just watch a bunch of videos. Just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, girl. I am not no expert. really, like, honestly, like I said, I know how to do the scan and cut, which is its main thing that it does, and I can put the shapes on the thing so that they can cut out on the paper. But I know that it does a lot more than that, girl. That I don't. But there's so many YouTube videos that I feel confident if I did want to learn something, I could. We'll see. We'll see. Like, it has a foil. It has a foiling. I didn't know it did that. I still have not mastered how to put a border around what you're doing. Okay, so some stamps, it's like a sentiment, right? And they don't have like a border, which is exactly what the scan and cut loves and looks for. So you can put like you can expand where you're gonna cut and kind of make like an invisible border, and it'll put a white border around basically. And I tried it the other day, but it wanted to do that around each individual letter. So now I have to figure out how to do that. I don't know if I have to draw the shape on there myself. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Let's go ahead and do more scanning. Oh my God. Okay, so this is adorable. I'm still not over these cute little labels. Beverly's falling asleep. No. Uh-oh, this is the marker that had pen on it. It's dry now, but it's a terrible accident that happened. It was terrible. See, I need this bag to be full, and then I'll be happy and I can go on creating. But right now, I feel like I have practically nothing. I'm a weirdo like that. I have to have a lot of it. Let's see. You could also get closer to look at the image. So you can see that you're cutting in the right spots. So I'm good with that. See, let's see if I can, I think I can put, like, expand it just a tiny bit. Let's see. I think it's this one. No, that's not it. That's not it. I think is it this one? You know what? These people, like, they need to put labels on buttons. I don't know what your custom symbol means, my friend. Please don't do that. Like, they come up with their own custom symbol like that. I don't know what that means. You should put a word above it or below it so I know what it means. Like, you're not Apple. Like, I even hate when phones do that, or when, like, the PlayStation has like custom buttons, but they don't tell you what it is. Like, it's so annoying. I thought that it is a double-sided Sharpie. Yeah, it is. One side, two sides. Yeah. Can you press hard and it tells you? Maybe. That's a good tip, Monique. I don't know. I'll let you know in 1 second. See, on this one, I put a tiny white space around it, where normally it wouldn't cut like that. You see that? So for this set, I went for like a little border. It's like a little invisible border around it. So this set will look a tiny bit different. How do you use this on your phone? I don't think you can use this on your phone. You can use this on your computer. Maybe they have a new app now for like the newer ones. But this one, you can connect to your computer and use their special software to design things. Or you can send shapes via your computer and Wi-Fi to the scan and cut to cut out. I don't know if you can do it on your phone. Like I said, there might be a newer scan and cut that does that now, but this one I don't think does that. These are gonna look so cute with the little white around them. It's adorable. Just to change it up a little bit. Oh, my back! Ah! Let's see. So my mat is not sticky, so nothing really sticks to it anymore. So everything kind of comes off easily. But these look super cute with that border on them. That like simple white outline. I love it. I could never hand cut these like ever. My hands would fall off. So I'm glad I bought one of these a long time ago. Again, this is a CM350. So you might be able to find these at like a garage sale or on Craigslist. Some people have been able to score this off Goodwill. So this is an older model. Sometimes the older models are cheaper. Sometimes people are getting rid more of the older models than the newer models. So look into the CM350. You can always update the software and you'll get some extra features that I didn't get in my scan and cut when I first got it. And I guess they put it in some of the newer scan and cuts, so they put it in this one later on. Okay, let's cut out one of the skinny ones. Not skinny, the small ones, but this one, cut off the label right here. So I'm just gonna draw it in. Just gonna draw that in there like that, real quick. And that's the only one that got cut off. Everything else was within the limit. I kind of always put it in the same spot all the time. If you can see by my cutting mat, it's hard to tell, but I pretty much put it in the middle all the time. Found my first Cricut at Goodwill, got it for $80 brand new. Yep, I think the Cricut I got originally was from Craigslist, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was one of the Cricuts. I don't think I had more than one Cricut, and I can't remember which one I did have. Let's see, but it was great when I did greeting cards because they'd have a lot of sentiments loaded. And back then I sucked at stamping, so I was like, okay, cool, sentiments I can cut out, like that's what I'm interested in. Like that is what I want. Oh, these are going to be so tiny. I love them already. I have a tiny little bag already ready for them. No, really, I am digging this whole little border around these labels. That's like actually really cute. This one looks cute. This looks like a soda bottle label or something. I love it. know what? This is getting ink on my screen. That's not cool. Okay, here's a bone folder, boning knife, bone folder. I need to label it because I keep forgetting what this thing is called, even though I've used one for like, I don't know, 6 years or so. So I have a lot of stuff to cut out tonight. I especially need these word labels because I need those for my tags, and I want to make some Christmas word labels, so that's kind of exciting. I'm already looking forward to it. It was awesome. They did not know what it was, and it was marked higher, but it was missing a mat and blade, so I talked on the price. Nice. See. Do it, but let's put this little border. Okay, here's where Monique's theory is coming into question. She says if I hold this button down, will it tell me what it is? No. The answer is no. No. It'll tell me as in it goes to that screen. The answer is no. Okay, now we know. I was dying to know. Let's see here. I put a little bit of a border around it. Like literally I picked 1 point border. If I did 2 points, it might have been too much. But 1 point looks pretty dainty. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite mug in the world. I love this little guy so much. Look how cute he is. Little Bucky. I love him. It's the best mug in the world. There may also be a setting that turns on the labels too. Interesting. Interesting. I appreciate the tip. I might look into that. And my scaling cut is so old that this needle right here, I have to check on it because it bounces. Like right now, you can stop the cutting in the middle of it. So I don't know what it is about this, and it's not the needle case. It's not this itself. It's actually, I think, the machine. It like bounces and it moves. And this never used to happen, but the needle will change numbers. Like I have it always set on 3.5, and right now it was on 3. So it bounces this, and the needle moves. And sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not okay. So I like to catch it when I can. And I used to put invisible tape to keep the number on, but now I know Tyvek tape is like the strongest stuff in the world, y'all. Like for reals, this is some strong stuff, let me tell you. So I just use a little snippet of it, and I'll set it to 3.5, and then I'll tape it down. And this keeps it from moving around for a while. When I used to use invisible tape, I used to have to do this all the time. I don't know, sometimes I just get used to things. I don't try and like call the company or anything. I just like fix it myself and just move on with my life. So now it's going to cut out a little bit better. You can stop it and then start it again, and it'll start from where it stopped, because we live in the future. But this happened long after the warranty expired. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This This little label's so cute. Look, I love that little border. That is like freaking adorable. It's gonna have its own set, its own little tiny set right there. Oh yeah, these are gonna look so cute, shiny. I'm so excited. Okay. So for sure tomorrow I'll be making some embellishments using these. I'll be all nice and ready and set to create. Are all the stores open and eatery open where everyone is? Kara says, how do you keep your brother mat sticky? The answer for me is I don't. My mat is not sticky at all. I only cut out cardstock and I just tape the corners of the page. My mat is not sticky at all. For my purposes, it doesn't seem like it needs to be. And Letitia, yeah, all the food places are open. Bars, if they serve food, can be open. Otherwise, they have to be closed. I think that's the only thing that's actually closed are bars. And a lot of them are going through the loophole of just starting to serve food so they can open. You can re-stick your mats with zigzag two-way glue. I've also heard spray glue. I used to do that with my Cricut, and it was like the biggest nightmare ever. So with this machine, I just came to learn if I only cut cardstock, the mat doesn't have to be sticky. I feel like printer paper needs the paper to be sticky, needs the mat to be sticky. As far as my cardstock, I have cut this a million times, and my mat never needed to be sticky. So that's great for me. Yeah, I've done spray glue. I've also done the zigzag glue, but the zigzag glue is expensive for a tiny little applique, if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe that was back in the day. Yeah, I just take the corners, girl. Nothing on mine is sticky, and that's okay. Makes my job even easier. There we go. I also don't try and cut anything too complicated though, so keep that in mind in case you want to do maybe more complicated cuts than circles and squares like me. If you're trying to get an intricate design, you would probably definitely need to have it be sticky. All right, these are tiny. They look so cute with the little border. I'm like obsessed with that little tiny border now. I normally am not, but I'm loving it. Loving it. You can cut your flowers though, right? Yeah, I cut my flowers. I always print them out on cardstock and I cut them out right here. No problems. Most of my, like 95% of my flowers can be cut with the scan and cut. Some of the older flower sets that I designed, and you can tell by the numbers. Some of the older ones that I designed, which would be like set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Those are not really designed for the scan and cut because I didn't have a scan and cut back then. I have used them on the scan and cut, but I did struggle just a tiny bit. Let's see, let's get some of these jars here. I know the silhouette, my friend once cut out some of my stuff with the silhouette. And the silhouette cuts out all this stuff inside here. My jar, my scan and cut will just cut around here. But the silhouette will cut these little teeny tiny parts out. Which I thought was really cool, but I don't know if it's really worth the added steps. I don't know. I cut your stuff out on my Cricut. Cool. I've not looked into any modern. I haven't looked into any Cricut as of lately, so I don't know what the steps are to get to it. But I'm glad it works. I'm glad that works. Hi, Bitty Penny. How are you? I'm cutting out some of my jars now. Oh yeah, and on my Scanning Cut, I have to like physically hold the mat here and kind of push it. Well, I don't push it. I guess I nudge it just a tiny bit so that it gets in under the roller. Again, that's just an old Scanning Cut issue. I love the jars. I'm interested in numbers and the sheet of mislabeled numbers. There's also some circles on it. Yes, there were circles. The little labels, they look adorable. This one's 6%. This one just has some like random text on there. Again, with some random text. These are going to be interesting. Very interesting. Let's cut out some jars. I need these. I've used them all up in my journals. I always put a bunch of jars on every page, basically. Like on every signature, I try to put like a jar or two. Because you can write on the back of them. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Cindy B, I hadn't seen your name before, so thank you. You can check out my shop. Here's the link. If you want to check out the items that I'm using. I can tell you specifically, if I can look up jars, let's see. Let me get you those links while this cuts out here. What else do I have to do? Jars. Here's the link for the jars. I'm using different sets. Jars. And let's see what else. I used labels. That's on here. Now the labels are in this set right here. Find both sets of labels. I have two sets of labels here. The set that I cut out was my newest set, Vintage Labels set number 1. Vintage Labels set number 1. It's right there. That's the one that I specifically printed out. Cut out. I'm also going to cut out another one of my Vintage Label sets, which are these price labels. But these are in the actual ephemera site, or ephemera part of my shop, because I did not alter these other than, fixing up the size and everything like that. But these are all fully altered. So none of these originally look like that. So that's why these are a different set than this. But they are both labels. You can see the link there for the labels. I've also dropped the link for the first label set that I did. Cindy. I like making your jars big, like 5 inches tall, sewn together with crinkled paper in between. You make awesome bookmarks. That sounds cute. That sounds like a cute idea. Bitty Penny, thank you. You know what? I should have put a little bit of border around these. Maybe next time I will. So here's a jar. Like I said, the silhouette will get all up in here. I don't know exactly how I would do that with my Scanning Cut. You can remove sections that you wanted to cut, but you can't really set settings that or places that you wanted to cut in addition. So I have not found that. Maybe that's a setting that I don't have yet. I know I can go on the computer and design the set, so it does that, but That's too much white. It's fine with the little bitty bits of white. That's fine. These look so cute. Now I have more jars for my journals. Oh, there's my printables. I was looking for this. I couldn't find it. Now I found it. Okay, cool. So let's do another set of jars. Make it. I just like to make sure I take the tape off completely every time. Only because sometimes a little bit of the tape, if you don't take it off right away, it'll get stuck in the rollers or stuck in the scanning screen here underneath. And not that it's a big deal, you just have to get it in there somehow and get it out. So to prevent that, I just like to make sure I take off every piece of tape every time I pull the mat out of the machine. And that seems to work very well. Do they have sticker backs or cardstock? This is just cardstock. You could definitely do this with sticker paper if you want to. I actually have sticker paper. And I've never actually tried it. Just have it. Actually, my husband bought it, not me. I think that's why I haven't touched it. It's expensive. Sticker paper is expensive, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's not. It's not for experimentation. Just gotta scan it. I know there's people that make a business out of having scanning cuts, silhouettes, crickets to make stickers out of. I mean, they make a whole business out of it. I'm sure there's a way to make actual like stickers so that, you know, you get the sheet and then these just cut out and you can peel that off the sheet. I've also seen people that just sell this cut out and it's a sticker. I know it has the capability of doing that. I just don't do that myself. But it is a thing. It is a thing. I like them. They remind me of the lip glosses that have real florals inside. That would look cute. That would look cute. I do have glossy paper. Maybe I should have printed some on glossy paper. These would look fabulous on glossy paper. My only issue is that it might possibly make it harder to journal on. Possibly. I don't know. I make my own planner stickers that way. See Monique? Monique's figured it out. Oh yeah, this set right here will leave. Well, this is gonna cut this as one whole set and one whole set because it doesn't want to cut here in the middle. But I'll just cut that myself. That's fine. Is that okay? Is that okay? Looks good to me. Let's cut it. I can't get this to cut it in there. So what I have to do is just when I design my printables, I have to make sure I leave a nice big gap. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Oh, man, I hope you're going to go take a drive after this. I'm excited. Get out. There's no fresh air, but just to get out. Just to get out a little bit is nice. I think I've lost my mind with the sewing machine, been ruffling everything I can get my hands on. Just ruffled a shop paper towel. Girl, stop. Girl, stop it. You're doing the most. Seek help. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. I guess it's good practice. I make a bunch of ruffles and sell them. You guys want to see ruffles? Oh my god, you guys. You want to see ruffles? I got your ruffle. Look, I got your 3-tier ruffle cake right here. That's what I got for you. Look at this. Look at this. That's what I got right here. 3 rows of ruffles. So come at me if you think you got more ruffles than me. Come at me if you think you have more ruffles than me. I don't even know what to say. This is the size of a personal pizza from Target, y'all. Yeah, I've been working on this. I've worked on this for a while. I'm trying to get enough to sell. And now I don't know how much is enough to sell. I make some and I'm like, oh, that's not enough. And then I make more. I don't know how much is gonna be enough. But you wanna have a ruffle battle? Let's do it. You think you got more ruffles than me? Okay, so like I said, this cuts it out like that. And then I just separate it. I'll do that later though. I don't have my scissors in me. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't mess with my ruffles. Do like 2-yard sections for so. That's the other thing is like I wasn't sure how much to charge. I've seen people charge as much as like almost $15 per foot. I think I saw somebody sell, or like almost like I've seen some people sell little bits for like $8, and I'm like, does that add up to a foot? Should I sell it for like $8 a foot? I really don't know how to price it, so that's another reason why I'm like not putting it up for sale yet. Because I'm thinking, I gotta think how much is fair. You know what I mean? Yes, I mean I've seen I'm telling you, I've seen $15 per foot. And I'd say that's ridiculous, but I've gone to Joann's and I've tried to buy pretty looking stuff and it's expensive. They do not make it cheap, but it takes me an hour to make about a yard of that stuff. So it is so hard. Oh, thank you, Betty Penny. You're too kind. Thank you for the tip, girl. Thank you. You're too kind. It does take a lot of fabric, and mostly it just takes a lot of time, girl. Like the fabric is whatever. It's not expensive. But the time that it takes to cut all the fabric, and then, oh my gosh, it's a lot. And then, like, I don't use one long piece of fabric. I change it so they're small. It's just a lot of work. And it's like, should I hoard it? Because I don't know how much to sell it for. That's my whole thing. So $20 an hour, so 10. Yeah, it's like stressful. I don't know how much would be the max somebody would buy that for. Because I would sell my other trim. I think it was 5 yards for $15. But that wasn't as hard to make as these ruffles. These ruffles were crazy. These ruffles is cray, y'all. 2 yards. 2 yards for what? No, I see 2 yards for how much though? Like 30? I don't know if that's too little. 2 yards for 30. And then it's like I didn't even like measure that, so I don't even know how much is in there. So I always feel like I have to make more and more and more before I set anything up for sale. So you saw that cake. I think I can double it before I even think about selling it. That'll take me maybe 3 days to do if that's all I do all day. You're too kind, Betty Penny. Even just you watching is more than enough. I thank you so much. Cut here. Now we'll cut it. So these are my word labels. Do I call them word cards? No, I call them vocabulary cards. Everything's a label. These are vocabulary cards. So if you guys are interested in those, I have a couple sets. I need to make more. But I have a couple for sale. Vocabulary words, if y'all are interested. And these I make, sometimes I make embellishments out of them, but I need them specifically to put on my tags. Let's see if I can find some. Here they are. So make these tiny little tags, and that's what I've been putting them into. So that's why I need all these, because I have so many of these tags to finish, and all they need is a string and then the vocabulary words. So those are in the works. That's what I need these for. I need to add you to my Cricut resources next. You should make your own stamp set like those mason jars and your flower cutouts. I didn't find the ones with squares and it has numbers with cents. Oh, that, let's see. That should be under labels, I believe. Yeah. Because that one is in a set with the other pages. Labels. And that set is this one right here. Price tags, yes. Vintage price tags. Hi, Chris. There's the one that you were looking for. Cindy, sorry, I'm like, who asked? Cindy, there's the one that you were looking for. And let me see. Chris, she would like to know if anybody knows if you could do this, the Silhouette Cameo 4. Does anybody know? I don't know how they label their cameos. And Letitia says I should design stamps. I would like to. How they come to fruition, I don't know. I'd have to look all that up. But I would love to. Let me get my, I think I have a bag for these. What the heck? Oh, here it is. Yep, I knew it. Have a sandwich bag for everything but sandwiches. Okay, so I'm just going to put them in here with these tiny ones, which we'll cut out at another time. I need the big ones, actually. I need to print out more, actually. Cameos can all print to cut. So you got to print them on there? How is the ink for that? That sounds expensive. Printer ink's already expensive. And it's like a specialized printer. How is that, though? How does that work out? No, print on the printer. Okay. Okay. So you print out, so you have a scan and cut feature. That's what you're saying. Again, I'm just checking for tape. Don't mind me, just checking for tape. Let's get more of these words done because I gotta get these ones done specifically. It needs registration marks printed on paper. Oh. I did not know that. So is that like a template somewhere? Like if I could just add those markings to my printables, then they would be technically used for the silhouette. I've never heard of registration marks. Well, I guess I have, but like not that I'd have to deal with myself. No need to add. I will show you later if you want. Yeah, okay, work. I'm down. Work. Okay, so next we'll print out these little ones. Not print, cut. They're already printed. Oh my god. So this goes like that, and this goes like this. That would be awesome if you designed stamps and ice. That would be cool. I know how dies are designed. I have to teach myself Illustrator all over again. Stamps would be cool. I've actually designed a stamp set before for a local lady who wanted me to do it. But I like pretty much got ripped off because I didn't get paid. She thought I agreed to like design this stamp set that she was gonna sell for a free set of stamps, and I'm just like, girl, no. So I never did anything else for her. But I didn't even like the stamp set. Like, it was like brand new to me. So, you know, anything that's brand new to you, it's not going to be your best. So I could probably do a lot better. I have a lot more images now. And I know what it takes to make stamps. I don't know what it takes to make dies. I'd have to learn something for that. But then I'd also have to, like I said, contact stamp companies or see how much it costs. There's that whole business. It's a whole thing. Make your own distressing. Ooh, girl. Trying to make me the next Tim Holtz. Oh, yes, please. I have Cameo for Mother's Day. I know that I don't use it as much as I could. I put it on my printer and after do it on my Cameo. Oh. Monica, hi. Good morning. Still nighttime here. Good morning. Oh, yes. These are much needed. I gotta get those tags done. My goodness. Those tags have been calling me. They're all in different stages. And I really only work on them when I want to, so it's terrible. It's not very productive. It's not very productive at all. But it's okay. It's okay. This one. Again, my mat is not sticky at all, so they all just come off. And for me, that's ideal. For me, that is what I want. Go. It's perfectly fine. Yep, same as me, Letitia. That's why we get along, because we're on the same timeline. Time zones. Ooh, 7:36, Chris. That's early, girls. That's a little early. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'm too kind. I appreciate the support, you guys. I do have my shop. I do design and Journal Printables. I have been designing pretty much every other day or every day lately. I do have a new crochet collection coming up. I am releasing the items as I go instead of like all at one time. So let me show you what I have for that before I finish going live. While this is setting up, I'm going to go ahead and get those printables. I can show them off for you. And also, I am looking for new design team members that would like to design with free printables every single month. My requirement is 1 junk journal per month from the printables that I give you. If you guys are interested, contact me on Facebook. You do need to have a YouTube YouTube channel with at least 500 subscribers. Also, be active on Facebook and Facebook junk journal groups and on your Instagram account. Where are they? Let's see, got all the okay, I'm getting the whole collection. It's all over here. I believe I have showed off some of it. I do believe that. Okay. So, this is my crochet collection. This is the new set of mini files. Well, they're big files actually. You can print them out smaller if you want. Big files, and these this whole kit, this whole set here is going to be crochet themed. I got my little hands on some crochet magazines, and I have been able to use some of the images from those magazines. I'm actually really excited to have these images here. Crochet is actually really close and dear to my heart. I do not crochet myself, but all of my family does. All my aunts, my grandma, my mom, they all crochet. They don't crochet this kind of thing, but they crochet like sweaters and blankets and such. So again, it is very near and dear to my heart. So I'm really happy to be able to work with these types of images. Here are some journal cards. They're also crochet themed. They're really cute. There's a second page to that. I don't know where it is though. Somewhere there's a second page to that, I swear. And then I just released these the other day, crochet themed postcards. My first set of those. Just those 2 pages. This one's my favorite right here. But I really, really love crochet. So I'm really happy I got to do this. Oh my God, my mom taught my 7-year-old to crochet this summer. We'll love to get this printable. Well, go ahead and check out my shop. I am still in the process of adding more crochet themed items to it. But you can check out what is available in my shop. Go ahead and join my Facebook group. I do post on there. Whenever I do post something new, I make sure to post it on my Facebook group. So there's the link for that bitty penny. I printed them out small. They actually look really cute, all tiny and adorable. And then I have crochet themed journal pages. I'm probably going to still be adding more journal pages, but the sets basically come ready to be put into your journal. They also have a set of lined pages. So if you want to use lined pages instead, the designs also come with lined pages. Again, I'm just really excited to be able to work with these vintage crochet images. I have a real connection to crochet. I don't have a real connection to like quilting, even though I like to quilt. Nobody in my family quilted, but everybody in my family crocheted. So I think it's probably because it's something you could do with your hands. And it's like if you don't make it an expensive habit, it can be a pretty inexpensive hobby. All you need is yarn and crochet sticks, although I'm sure they have like, the creme of everything. But that's one of the reasons why I think my family liked it so much, is because it's pretty inexpensive. You know what funny story is? My mom tried to teach me how to crochet when I was younger, but she kept like getting mad at me because I would like ask her questions. Like I would ask her, how'd you do that? Or can you do that again? And she was like, oh, I learned by just watching. So I guess I'm just not that good. But anyway, I'm glad I could experience crochet a little bit through my designs. I can't wait to show my mom. I think she'll like them very much.